I am not a member of any organized political party. I am a Democrat. There are three kinds of men. The one that learns by reading. The few who learn by observation. The rest of them have to pee on the electric fence for themselves. Diplomacy is the art of saying nice doggy until you can find a rock. Good judgment comes from experience, and a lot of that comes from bad judgment. Even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. A fool and his money are soon elected. Don't let yesterday use up too much of today. The worst thing that happens to you may be the best thing for you if you don't let it get the best of you. Worrying is like paying on a debt that may never come due. Everybody is ignorant, only on different subjects. I don't make jokes. I just watch the government and report the facts. Everything is funny, as long as it's happening to somebody else. Everything is changing. People are taking their comedians seriously and the politicians as a joke. There is nothing so stupid as the educated man if you get him off the thing he was educated in. The only difference between death and taxes is that death doesn't get worse every time Congress meets. Too many people spend money they haven't earned to buy things they don't want to impress people they don't like. You've got to go out on a limb sometimes because that's where the fruit is. Do the best you can, and don't take life too serious. The more you observe politics, the more you've got to admit that each party is worse than the other. All I know is just what I read in the papers, and that's an alibi for my ignorance. When ignorance gets started, it knows no bounds. The best way out of a difficulty is through it. It's not what you pay a man, but what he costs you that counts. This country has come to feel the same when Congress is in session as when the baby gets hold of a hammer. There's only one thing that can kill the movies, and that's education. Never let yesterday use up too much of today. Things ain't what they used to be and never were. We don't seem to be able to check crime. So why not legalize it and then tax it out of business? Diplomats are just as essential to starting a war as soldiers are for finishing it. You take diplomacy out of war, and the thing would fall flat in a week. Ohio claims they are due a president as they haven't had one since Taft. Look at the United States. They have not had one since Lincoln. People who fly into a rage always make a bad landing. We are all here for a spell. Get all the good laughs you can. An onion can make people cry, but there's never been a vegetable that can make people laugh. The movies are the only business where you can go out front and applaud yourself. We will never have true civilization until we have learned to recognize the rights of others. Make crime pay. Become a lawyer. It isn't what we don't know that gives us trouble, it's what we know that ain't so. Half our life is spent trying to find something to do with the time we have rushed through life trying to save. Buy land. They ain't making any more of the stuff. Don't gamble. Take all your savings and buy some good stock and hold it till it goes up, then sell it. If it don't go up, don't buy it. If stupidity got us into this mess, then why can't it get us out? A man only learns in two ways, one by reading, and the other by association with smarter people. Live in such a way that you would not be ashamed to sell your parrot to the town gossip. Be thankful we're not getting all the government we're paying for. Advertising is the art of convincing people to spend money they don't have for something they don't need. It's a good thing we don't get all the government we pay for.